Hey guys, what's going on? I'm the boy who had 7, and today I want to tell you how I turned a whole bunch of small keys into this baby right here. What's going on, guys? I'm Matt, the boy who had 7, and I want to thank you for stopping by and checking out another video. Guys, today I wanted to tell you about the best trade that I've ever made in my comic book collecting history. But before I get into that, guys, please, if this is your first time stopping by the channel, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button, leave me a like, and let me know what you think about this trade and the channel in general down in the comments below. So earlier this year in July, guys, I got a call from a friend of mine, Reuben, over at Swag Comic Books. And he said, Matt, I'm ready to sell my Fantastic Four #1, which I had been hounding him about for quite a while. And I was so worried. Let me tell you why, guys. A little while ago, I saw Swag. He had this beautiful Fantastic Four #1 in his collection. Liked it, dropped my jaw on it. I was like, this book is incredible. Why? Because it's a 3.5 white pages, guys. All right? If you've been following me and you know me, I have been on a journey for the last 3 years to make sure that I own nothing but white pages in my collection. Every collector has their own niche, what they go after, what books they like, what grades they're looking for, what titles they collect, right? All of us are so different, and I decided that for me, any modern book that I owned, it had to be a 9.8 with white pages, and any older book that I owned, it had to be the best grade that I could afford, but always with white pages. So I took a whole bunch of my books, I've sold them over the years, I've upgraded them, and slowly I've been working until I found myself with only two guys, books without white pages left, and I'm zeroing in on one more. But what does that do to the way I collect? It makes it really hard sometimes to find some of these books that I'd love to own because the white pages make them unicorns. And this right here, guys, is a unicorn. And that's why today I'm telling you about the trade that I did, because to me, it was really hard to get rid of some books, but 100% worth it. So anyways, Reuben has this book. I message him and say, brother, if you're ever gonna sell that book, sell it to me. He says, hey brother, if you're ever gonna sell your 3.5 Hulk one with white pages, sell it to me. So I thought, there's no way I'm ever getting this book. Well, lo and behold, July, he messages me, he says, Matt, I'm selling it, and this is the dollar amount that I want. I want $30,000. Now guys, I don't know about you, but I don't have $30,000 just hanging around. So I freaked out. I thought, oh, I'm gonna miss out on this. And I was so bummed out. I tried to think how I could sell books, but you know, when you don't know what somebody's doing with their book, you don't know how quick it's gonna go, you don't know if you have time to go sell some things to make that money. And I was really bummed out because, man, I wanted that book. It would fit perfect in my white page collection. It is a unicorn, and the book is one of the Marvel holy grails, guys. I mean, this book came out in November of 1961. This is the first Marvel superhero team-up. There was no any team, X-Men, Avengers, none of them existed. This was the very first one. This is the first appearance of Mr. Fantastic, The Thing, the Human Torch, Invisible Girl, the Fantastic Four. This book predates Amazing Fantasy 15 and Spider-Man's first appearance. This is a Marvel Mega Grail, and I really wanted it. Lucky for me, Reuben messaged me back a few days later and said, hey Matt, if you can't get the cash together, I'll do a partial cash and trade. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I may have a chance. So guys, I'm gonna show you what I traded to him, and I wanna know what you think. Was this a good trade for me? Was this a good trade for him? Was this a good trade for both of us? I think we both came out well. He was trying to move this book, trying to make some money to do some things in his life that he needed. Here are the books that I traded for this, guys. Let's go. All right, guys, so book #1 is the very first slab book I ever bought. I remember thinking, this is quite a bit of money. I'm insane for doing this, and I wish, looking back, I had have done it sooner. All right? So, Fantastic Four, #45. This is the first appearance of the Inhumans, one of my favorite covers of all time. It's signed by Stan Lee and Joe Sinnott, and I thought 9.0 white pages is the perfect grade for me. And I paid $2,800 for this book. I remember hitting that button, that buy it now on eBay, and shaking and being so nervous. Well, guys, I was able to turn that into a bit of a profit. When we did this trade, we looked up what the book was going for, and we agreed on $3,500, okay? So that's a $700 increase from the price that I bought it for. So it was an investment, and it made me some money. Book number 2. This one was probably the hardest book to get rid of, okay? I'm still kicking myself a little bit for letting this one go, but I think it was worth it. This one's gonna blow up for him one of these days. It's already going up. This is Silver Surfer #1 in a 9.0 with white pages. Took me forever to find this book, guys. It was such a fun hunt, and that's what I love about collecting. If you have a specific book with a specific grade with white pages that you're looking for, it makes it really tough, but when you find it, it's so rewarding. Well, it's in his collection now. This book right here, guys, it cost me $2,425.01. All right, I bought that a couple years ago. It's a pretty pricey book, guys, but Reuben and I agreed it was worth $4,000 the day that we made the trade. And now, guys, as of today, one just sold today for $6,000. Okay, so it's already appreciated since I gave it to him, but I was able to get $4,000, almost double my money. All right, book number 3, which I actually believe has the most upside of all the books that I traded, and that is NYX #3, the first appearance of Laura Kinney. She is a clone of Wolverine. She becomes the all-new Wolverine. All right, she's X-23, and she is an incredible character. I think one of these days we'll see X-23 as the Wolverine of the MCU. I think she has a lot of potential. This book I purchased for $800, and we settled on $2,000 for the book. As of this week, guys, one sold for $1,500, so it's dropped just a little bit, but that's all right. Swag got his money with that Silver Surfer #1. The next book that I traded, and it's one I want to find before it blows up, is a Nova #1 in a 9.8 with white pages. This book right here, guys, has a lot of upside. We did see the Nova Corps in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and I think that we're going to see Richard Rider for sure one of these days in the MCU. This book will shoot up. I'm not sure if it's one that's sustainable, though. He's not everyone's favorite character. Of course, I believe this book will continue to go up, and in 20 years, it'll be worth even more than it is today. But I think the NYX has a bigger opportunity to jump. I still think this one can get up there, though. So I paid $1,250 for this book plus $15 shipping, so $1,265, and I was able to get $2,000. Reuben and I agreed $2,000 worth of credit for that book because that's what it's selling for. Currently, right now, it's hovering right around $1,900, so we're still there. We're still really close on the deal that we made. Okay. All right, guys. This was one that took me forever to find in a 9.0 with white pages. Originally, my desire was to have Silver Surfer 1, Silver Surfer 3, and Silver Surfer 4, the big books of that title in 9.0 white pages, so they all matched. Okay, I found the 1 first. Been looking for a 3 forever, could not find one. Finally, a number 4 popped up, and that's what I traded to him, guys. I paid $1,700 for this book last year, and we were able to come up with this book was worth $4,500. Right now it's selling for around $4,200, so we're right there, guys, and I was able to more than double my money on this book. It's a beautiful book. It's one of the most popular comic book covers of all time, and so it's really hard to lose. All right, guys, last book. This one's great because it was a throw-in on another deal that I made. It cost me $250. This is a Spider-Man 2099 #1. And this is in a 9.8 white pages. What's special about it, it's a newsstand edition. Reuben and I agreed that it was worth about $1,000. It's currently selling for around about $600. Market's up and down and crazy, but when it's all said and done, guys, that's a good book to have, and I hope I can find another one. So those are the 6 books that I traded for the Fantastic Four #1. I also added $8,000 worth of cash. So we agreed, guys, that this Fantastic Four #1 was worth $25,000. It's a lot. I scrounged up $8,000 worth of cash, and I traded these 6 books to get this mega holy grail that with those white pages, it's a unicorn. It's rare. You're not going to see it that often, guys. You'll see it, but not that often. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think I made the right decision? When I think about it and I hold this white paged Fantastic Four #1 that is 60 years old next month, I would make the trade 100 times again. Reuben, first of all, thank you so much, man, for thinking about me and selling me this book. I cannot believe I own this book after looking at it on your Instagram and all the times you posted it, and every time it never got old. My jaw always dropped. I hit that like button and was just in all of it. And now, because of you, it's in my collection, man. So thank you so much for selling me this book and taking care of your friend in the community. So that's it, guys. The best trade that I've ever made. I definitely think, guys, that I am going to be happy with this book, even if I don't ever get any of those other books back. But I just want to thank you guys for stopping by today. Please let me know what you think about this whole video in the comments below. As always, guys, I'll talk to you later, and I absolutely 100% managed some mischief. So, mischief managed.